into various headings. We've got rates and charges, community development, parking and transport, arts, tourism, and some miscellaneous. What I'd like to do, I'll take a question from each one first and then move on. So I'm moving on to the community development, which is near and dear to our hearts. I'll just pick one. If you're elected, would you work with island kids to develop places and spaces that are fun? I think that's dear to our hearts because we have a problem with the kids not having such fun places to be at. Consequently, we get a bit of minor delinquency happening. So, Melva, it's over to you.
Thank you. And look, I had over Christmas time, and I had a nice couple of days of absolute bliss over here, listening to the curlews at 2 o'clock in the morning. I do love them. I was approached and have been approached for a period of time about facilities for young people. I was part of the NatCan project and had a great time with the kids, and you've got some amazing young photographers, as young as 7 on this island. And that was a really important project for them. Certainly happy to work with the island kids. And we have done through a number of the projects that we have sponsored, the Colin Offord work that he did with the kids with the animated movies, the work that we did through the Endeavour in Sync and the series of movies there that worked with kids. And people like Charmaine, who's here, who spend a lot of time working with community and working with the kids on the island. They're part of our future. It's critical to be with them. I met the other day at the Interagency Network. Who did we have speaking there? We had people from Youthhood, which is a council youth group, to talk to the people in the agency about what it's like to be a kid on the islands, what are the issues that face them. We've had a lot of work done through, as I said, the work that Charmaine did, and we will certainly continue that. The skate park I asked to bring forward because I'm really concerned about the young people here not having something to get rid of that energy that they need to do. So on Russell, we put money into the shack to support young people. Clearly, we have to be able to do more and tap into the resources. The sports facility on Russell, on the agenda for funding this year. Council's got about 1.4 million set aside. We've got 750,000 for the state. We're hoping to get more from RDA. That's why we brought them over. So clearly, the agenda is to talk with the young people about what it is that they want and how they're going to use it. And that's what we did with the plan for South Seas Terrace. They are involved. They've been involved with a lot of the work that Charmaine did. And she's been an amazing person. And to the work that Mark Collins done. Mark Collins finished with council, but he basically embedded himself. He's come over tonight at his own time. He's not being paid by council because he doesn't have a job with council anymore. Done an amazing job, and I'd like to thank Mark publicly for the role that he's played. And to Charmaine for the work that she's done working with young people. They're amazing people, and we owe a lot of thanks to them. So yes, the answer is yes, 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 and yes.
Clearly, the youth of the islands are really important for us to engage for all the reasons that have been stated. I have a fairly strong record working with young people in my community. I've been divisional councillor for Division 9 of Calabar for 8 years, and I've found working with other organisations that work with young people and partnering with them is sometimes a really effective way to engage our young people, and I've done that with Boys Town. We created a mentoring program that was delivered across the whole city, and it was done with volunteers, and I know this community is pretty committed to contributing, and there are ways of doing things with the young people that actually don't cost you a lot of money if you partner, and I guess that's my theme word tonight. It's all about partnering. Clearly, recreational facilities are one of those things that will keep people engaged. Can I just state that, it comes back to that very first question when you talked about sustainability. We have to have places for these kids to end up. We have to have jobs for them. We have to make transport accessible if their jobs are on the mainland. All these things are important to keeping your young people engaged, safe and participating in our community. It requires strong leadership to drive those partnerships. It's not always easy, and sometimes you have to take some hard decisions. But if you have those people around the table and you're multi-pronged about it, you'll be surprised at what can happen in a quick amount of time when a young person needs assistance or needs to be engaged or whatever. Obviously, young people are as important on southern Macleay Island as they are anywhere else in South East Queensland, and we should never take our eye off young people because they are the future, and we need to make sure we can keep some of them here so that they can service you into the future. And I think most of the other points have probably covered. Does that answer that question?